Hi, welcome to BillingTracker. This is our first recording. We are going to create a client, create a project, and then log some hours and create an invoice. You'll see how fast all this can be done. So the first thing you have to do is add a client. We're going to add one with the name test client. And you can see these red stars here indicate required fields, so the name of the client, the currency you bill them in. If you apply tax, I'm not going to apply tax for this demo. And that's it, that's all we need. But of course we can add many other fields. The next step is to add a project. You'll learn what these icons mean. They've got these little yellow tags here telling you what they are. But let's go up to here, Manage Projects. And we add a new project. And the project needs a name. Let's give it Test Project. Imaginative name, purchase order 123. You can see it's not required, but we do that. And it's hourly billing. The other options, by the way, are fixed fee billing, retainer, hourly retainer fixed, contingency billing if you do the work first and then get a percentage later, recurring billing if you charge the same amount every month or every week or every day even, and product billing if you sell things instead of your time. But we're going to stick with hourly billing for now, and our rate is $100 an hour, and that's all we're going to put in for now. Okay, now we go to log some hours. So we go to Manage Daily Work, Log Hours. The icon for that, by the way, is these barbells, because you're working hard, you're lifting up the weights. Okay, and we're going to Insert New Work. And it's already got the client and the project in there listed. And today's date, we can change that if we wanted to. And we're going to do 3 hours, and we're going to say this is a test of the what is this? Manage Daily Work screen. Okay, you have 300 characters here, which is about 8 lines of text. On this field here, you see it's grayed out. It's your hourly rate. It's using the project default, which we said is $100 per hour, but you could change that to $50 an hour. But I don't want to, because I want to earn $100 an hour, so we'll keep it there. Alright, so now we've entered a client, which you can see, a project, and we've just inserted some hours, and we can insert some more hours. Now let's do 2 hours, 2. And that's done as well. And you can see a list of your hours here. And these hours are billable. Okay, well, how about the timer? We click Start Timer, and automatically the client and the project are listed in the timer. And they're listed here as well in the working box. And we have a paused box over here. If we had a different client or a different project, we could set them using these drop downs and then switch between them using this arrow very quickly, so that you know, you're working on one thing and you get a phone call for something else, you just switch between them and you set that timer going. But we've only got the one test client and test project now. So we're going to start, and you can see the timer going now. So we've already done 5-6 seconds. We can pause it. We can resume, and at some point we're going to stop and log our time. 10 seconds on timer. Okay, obviously a better description would be worked on contract for Johnson account. I don't know who Johnson is. Hopefully you do. Alright, now if you noticed, as soon as we entered it into the timer, I'll close this, it showed up here in the daily work screen, the log hours screen, right? So it's automatic. Now, I'm not going to show you in this video, but it's a very nice feature in the Preferences screen that you can set a minimum amount of time to bill on the timer. So let's say you work 5 seconds or 5 minutes or whatever, you can have it automatically entered as 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depending if you have a minimum billing amount of time. But we didn't do that here. We just did 1/100th of an hour, okay, which was 10 seconds. By the way, this is in hundredths. So if you did half an hour, you would do it as 0.5. Alright, let's go to create an invoice. Click on the Add New Invoice, and you've got a screen here with lots of stuff, but basically it's divided into 3 sections. The top white section is items that are related to the invoice itself, to the general things about the invoice. You have the date, invoice number. We have to add a project. There's only one choice now. There's test project. Of course, there's also late fee for the test project, but that's too early for that because we're just doing it now. And when I added the project, we get to the second section, which is this gray area. The gray area shows the details of that project that we selected. That's up here. Now, if we wanted to put a couple of projects on this invoice, and by the way, if you're an attorney, you might call them matters. In the Preferences screen, you can change it from projects to matters with one click. If we had a few projects or matters here, each time you had it, the item listed here, the gray screen area, the gray area would change to show the details of that one that's shown here. And the bottom white area, or blue and white area, would show the total of all of your projects. But in this case, we've only got the one project. Over here in the gray area on the right-hand side, you've got expenses. We didn't add any. And you've got a date range for billing your hours. Okay? But again, for this demo, it's all just today. So we did 5 hours and 10 seconds at $100 an hour. It adds up to $501. There's no tax, so it stays at $501. We're not going to give a discount for early payment. We are going to charge net 30 days. I'm feeling good, so we're not going to give a late fee, charge a late fee. And I'm not feeling generous, so we're not going to apply a discount to this customer. Okay, so that's it. We hit OK, and we've created our invoice. And you can see it here, $501, invoice number 3, and the due date is 4/29. Okay, we're done. You might want to print the invoice though. Now, BillingTracker has 6 built-in invoice templates. I don't remember offhand which one we've got set to go. So let's cancel this and set it ourselves. We'll go to the Preferences screen. We'll go to Options, and we'll choose Invoice Template number 4, because that's my favorite. Okay? It's invoices. You have all sorts of options. I'm not going to spend the time now showing you, but you should go through this on your own time. We click OK, and now we print invoice, and I don't want to print it, I just want to show you, so I'm going to do Preview, and there you go, invoice, net 30 days, today's date, a month from now when it's actually due, and you've got your test client here. We didn't put in an address, so it's not shown, of course. This is your project or your matter if you had wanted to change the name, the type, hourly billing, your rate, and then a detail of the work. Okay? You can choose to not have these details on the invoice. They automatically are shown, but in Preferences you can take them out, and you can run a separate report just showing them. And here we have the total, $501. Well, that's it. We've created a client, a project, or a matter. We logged some hours, and then we created an invoice. Thank you very much.